Sawadika. I am, as you know, a big fan of the internet. It's a great way to connect with people, to keep in touch with old friends and make new friends across nations and across the miles. We saw in Egypt how important the internet is and how awful it is to watch the largest internet shutdown of our time. We saw that silencing ideas does not make them go away. And I think we all believe that the internet must stay free, that the internet must be a tool, a means, a way that we can all communicate, that we can grow our economies, share ideas, build our creativity. United States Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has just given a very important speech on internet freedom that reminds us all that the internet must stay free. Sawadika.
Ambassador, you love to tweet.
I'm a tech girl.
Like, I don't know, 10 times, 20 times a day?
It depends on my day and where I am, but yes, a lot.
How did you pick up Twitter and Facebook?
I've been doing those for a number of years now. I don't know, 3 or 4.
What do you like about it?
I like connecting to people. I started doing it because in my profession, I have friends and family scattered across the globe. So I started doing it just to share back and forth. What are you doing? What am I doing? And then other people started.
But it's sort of a public
it is very public. It is a public conversation. Yeah. But I'm social. I like people. I'm friendly. And so I don't mind talking about what I'm doing. And you get lots of fun comments back. And I don't know, I feel like you make friends. I actually met with someone this morning, and one of the other people in the office came out and said, I feel like I know you. We're on Twitter together. Oh, that's great. Like, I follow you on Twitter. I know what you're doing.
I follow you too.
Exactly.
I follow you too.
But it's a good way for several ways. Twitter gets you breaking news. If you follow some of the major news sites, but also you get interesting opinions or ideas, and I just find it a great source of way to connect and hear thoughts. I love it.
How addicted are you to Twitter? Are you like a Twitterholic right now?
Pretty close. Yeah. Well, I don't. I obviously don't. When you can pretty much tell where I am when I'm doing. If I'm getting up in the morning, going to sleep, I'll tweet. But during the workday, it's a lot harder to tweet. So once in a while, but I really enjoy it. It's just, I don't know. It's a great connector. It's fun to hear from people. Fun to get news of all different kinds.
Do all these modern technologies help you in your line of work?
Tremendously. Because, first of all, it makes me feel more comfortable. On Twitter, I'm exchanging views with lots of Thai people. And so I'm getting a sense for thoughts that Thai people may have, how Thai people think. I couldn't possibly meet that many people in person.
But mostly you tweet about personal stuff.
Well, it's my personal Twitter account. So you want official, that we have an embassy official statement. But this is just my personal, what I'm doing, what I'm up to. And sometimes I'll tweet some views on something. But it's really mostly just me.
Just your personal view?
Yeah. It's just me, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I like.
Not Ambassador Kristie?
Not Ambassador Kristie, not the official policy view, just Kristie.
But is it part of public diplomacy?
Well, it's funny, people ask me that. I was doing this before it became popular to call it public diplomacy. The way it's good publicly, I hope, is I think that often in countries, the American ambassador is a little bit of a mystery. Who are they? What do they do? So I hope it helps people understand that I'm a really normal girl and I do normal things. Helps people feel a little more connected. Americans too. What is their ambassador doing? They at least know what I'm up to and what I like.
How does being the first female U.S. ambassador to Thailand feels like?
I think it's an honor.
Also, the first female ambassador to the Philippines.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. You're the first female. Mm-hmm. What does it feel first? I'm female in this field.
I think it's an honor. And there's a little bit of responsibility that goes with it to, do a good job.
Is it much different to be a female diplomat than being a male?
I don't think so. I'm a big believer in just showing up and doing my best, and hoping that's good enough.
Does being a woman help or hinder your job at all?
I'm not sure it makes a difference. I hope it might mean that there are some, I like, as you know, to talk to different people of all segments. And I think maybe some people feel more comfortable talking to a woman. It's a little less threatening.
Yeah.
Than a man in a suit who looks very dignified. It might be easier. I hope so.
True.
Because that's what I like doing, is having the opportunity to talk to people of all ages.
Now, the role of women today, Ambassador, I think is very wide-ranging because we are better educated, we have jobs, but at the same time, we are mothers as well. And then in Asian countries, we also look after our parents as well.
Well, I've got an elderly mother, so I know all about that. We're all daughters as well as sisters, wives, mothers.
Do you think we're loaded with expectations here?
Yes, but I also think we can handle it.
How do you balance all that?
I think women are sort of natural multitaskers. I think we're really capable of doing a lot of things at once. And I know you feel the same. I think we're naturally compassionate. So looking after our elderly parents, as I've got my mother who's 87. 87. Wow. And furious that her only daughter is in Thailand. Furious.
I can see why she would be furious.
Wants me home.
She wants you home, right?
She wants me home.
But the daughter likes it here.
As I explained, this is what I love to do. So I call often. You'll see me tweeting about that. Calling home.
Looking at your family history of teachers, why diplomat? Why diplomacy?
You sound like my mother. Why couldn't I go teach? First of all, I don't have the patience to teach. Teachers are amazing people. And you have to be incredibly patient. And it was very clear to me at a young age that I'm not patient. But
ใจร้อนเหรอ
Yeah,
Are you ใจร้อน hot tempered?
No, not at all. I'm actually very even-tempered. But I just don't have a lot of, I move too fast. Just sort of quicker to teach.
So,
it takes great patience. Diplomat, I was studying in school and someone came around and said they're offering the test. Why don't you go take it? And I did. And
But have you always wanted to become a diplomat since?
No, I don't think I really had a clear idea of what I was going to. I was always interested in the rest of the world. I was always interested in why people do things in different countries and what language do they speak. I was just always curious. When you would see it on TV, I would always just be curious. What does that look like? I'd like to see that. No one in my family, I didn't really know what a diplomat did. No one in my family has been involved in it. We didn't travel that much. We went up to Canada or to Mexico, but not.
Up or down?
My family, we were a very middle-income family, so we didn't do a lot of big trips. I'm from Washington, D.C., so I think I always thought I would somehow work for my country. When you're from the nation's capital, you feel a little patriotic. And so I always thought that I would do that.
Ambassador, you used to work as a tour guide of the U.S. Capitol before?
I was. That was a summer job. My father was very big. As I said, we were a middle-income family. My dad was very big that we all needed to have jobs, part-time jobs. We needed to learn how to work. We needed to learn what it was like to earn your spending money.
How old were you?
I was 18 then. It was fabulous because it's a free tour. Anybody who comes in just signs up and you take people around the Capitol building. So you had people from all over the world, all over the United States, and the U.S. Capitol building is beautiful. It was just, I loved it. It was really a fun job.
So you know every corner?
I don't know I remember all of it, but a lot of it. The paintings, who painted it, where the echo chambers are. And then what was also interesting is we took our tour groups in to watch the United States Senate or the House of Representatives. So it was interesting just to watch the debate and the dialogue, which still goes on today.
What would be your message for Thai people watching right now?
My message for Thai people is that America's a friend, today and tomorrow. Americans love Thai people. We hope Thai people love American people. And I hope I'll have the chance to tell a lot of Thai that in person.